blues I'm feeling sure have got me way down. This emptiness I'm feeling inside sure has got me way down. If I could release my soul, let my conscience run free, I feel so secure now. How I wish it could be. Really got me, girl. Right where
One of the first recorded pair of glasses were made in 1284 by Salvino d'Armat in Italy. The lenses were made of glass or a crystal-like stone with a handle to hold them up to your eyes, Skisser glasses frame and later lorgnette glasses. The frames and handle were often made of metal and the lenses corrected both hyperopia, farsightedness and presbyopia. During this time between 1284 and the 1400s, Mecca, Venice and Italy established a guild for crystal workers and standards for eyeglass lenses. This meant that by the end of the 14th century, eyeglasses were being sent all over Europe. Nicolas Cusa is credited with discovering how to correct myopia, nearsightedness, with concave lenses. This meant that by the 1400s, Italy was making lenses in different strengths for myopia, hyperopia and presbyopia. By the 15th century, there were peddlers selling eyeglasses throughout Europe and had become a sign of wealth and intelligence. By the 1600s, glasses were being made with ribbons attached or strings so they could go over the ears. The notion of wearing glasses for extended periods led to the invention of weights being added by the Chinese instead of a loop being used, which then led to an optician in London named Edward Scarlett to make rigid temples to go over the ears in 1730. Finally, by 1752, James Osgood created a double hinged earpiece and added green and blue tint to the lenses to reduce glare. By the late 1700s, eyeglasses were also being worn in the United States, and Benjamin Franklin created bifocal lenses in 1784, using to separate lens segments held in the rimmed frame, this correction for both myopia and presbyopia. With this and other inventions, the first optical store was opened in 1799 by John McAllister, Scotsman, in Philadelphia, in the United States. During this time, McAllister would import eyeglasses, but by 1815 he was making his own lenses. Glasses, being worn as fashion pieces, was becoming very popular by the 1800s, and the first monocle, the eye ring, was made in England. These were popular with the upper classes throughout the entirety of the 1800s. Finally, during this time, a British astronomer, George Airy, created the first lens that was used to correct astigmatism in 1825. John McAllister was then the first to distribute these lenses in the United States 3 years later, importing cylindrical lenses to make glasses to correct astigmatism. These inventions led to a boom in optical outlets, with over 300 stores opening in the United States between the 1820s and 1830s. Through the 1900s, materials used were no longer just base metals, but titanium and high-grade steel that were lighter and more durable. The material to make lenses improved also, creating lenses that are very thin, even with strong prescriptions as well as scratch and glare resistant too. The advancements seen have continued and new technology is always being applied to create better frames and lenses. You can talk about glasses and not mention sunglasses.
I'm in the zone, got my mind made up, spitting rhymes like a fire that won't go out. I'm on a mission, got a vision to share, bringing the heat, making the air electric. I'm not afraid to
Keeping our eyes protected from the sun seems like an obvious thing these days, but the humble pair of sunglasses have only been used to protect against UV rays for a relatively short time. However, that doesn't mean that sunglasses are a new invention. Far from it. The forerunners of the sunglasses date back to ingenious North American Arctic tribes. It's also written in Pliny the Elder's work Natural History that the Roman Emperor Nero looked through polished emeralds to watch gladiator matches, as well as being extremely impractical and extremely expensive. It's only speculated that this actually happened. Rumors go from Nero being short-sighted to this helping reduce the glare in the outdoor arenas. In 12th century, China flat smoked quartz lens panes were introduced as eyewear. These were called ei-tai. However, these weren't primarily used to protect eyes from the sun, nor were they intended to be worn outside. They were mostly used in court by magistrate judges to prevent people from reading their expressions. Many of the things we use in everyday life were invented for war technology. The fireproof frying pan in your home, the internet you use now, your computer, your cell phone, and so on. Sunglasses are also a war technology. During World War II, the optical lens company Bosch Lomb were commissioned by the Army Air Corps to create lenses that would help protect pilots' vision from glares at high altitudes. The result was the creation of Ray-Ban, banning the sun rays. These glasses used the G15 lens tinted dark green to absorb bright light. The Aviator glasses were next in line to be developed by Ray-Ban in the mid-1930s and were the first to make use of polarized lenses. This technology came from Edwin H. Land, who founded Polaroid. These unique lenses filter out harmful UV rays by blocking out intense light that is reflected on surfaces. These were coupled with the frame design made to protect the whole perimeter of the wearer's eyes. Although the Aviator was originally designed with protection at the forefront, they have since become and remain a very popular frame designer. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.